Hello guys and welcome back to another Python tutorial. In this Python tutorial we're going to be going over something reasonably basic. There's a lot of people who are new to programming who don't quite understand the concept of if-else statements. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be something basic. If you're not interested, obviously don't watch it. Otherwise, this is going to be a Python basics tutorial. Right, so to begin with we're going to define two variables. We're going to go var1 equals, say, 5, I guess. And we're going to go var2 equals 30. Now, to write the if statement, we want to go if var1 is equal to, double equal, to 5, print hello world. So this is just going to read that if the variable 1, this variable here, is equal to 5, it'll print that statement. So let's go down to the console and run this and see what it outputs. Now as you can see, it has output hello world, and so the value is true. Well, it has been set to true, and so it has printed that statement. Going back to the other code now, we can set one of these into an input. So input, and then we can prompt it for give us a number. And now if we go, if var1 is greater than 5 and var1 is less than 10, then it will print hello world. Oh, I don't want to do that. Else if being if that variable, the if statement at the top isn't true, it goes on to the next one and checks the conditions for that, and so on, how many if you need, and then once it gets to the else, it just runs that. Whether if it's reached the else, it just runs it. So an else being like else print no condition were met. So for elif we're going to go elif var1. We don't actually need var2 because we're not going to use it now that we've got an input. If var1 is greater than t11, actually we'll go greater than or equal to. So that's checking if variable 1 is equal to 11 or any number greater than 11, and we'll print number greater than 11. Greater than 10 actually, because 11 is possible too. I guess with this one up here we can actually make them greater than or equal to 5 or less than or equal to 10, because otherwise those numbers aren't going to be picked up in the search. Now if we put in a number that was, say, less than 5, we would get no conditions were met. So if we just go down to the console and we watch it now, and we click run on this again, it will ask us to give us a number. So I say I want to click, say, 6 in. Oh, what happened there? Oh, my number locks off. 6. 1 second. Right, so something that I forgot is I forgot to put integer around this. So when you type in the string into the input, it made it a string rather than a number. Now it's going to be an integer, so it was comparing a string to the number 5. So say comparing hello world to the number 5 and seeing if they were the same, and it doesn't work when you do different types. So right, back to the code again, or the console. If we go and run this again, put in the number 6, we'll get hello world, which is the if statement's output. Now if we put something greater than 11, say 500, we'll get a number greater than 10. And if we put in, say, 2, which is less than 5, so it wouldn't meet any of them, we would get no conditions were met. Alright, so looking back at this code now, you can see that it runs through top to bottom like usual in most code, checks if those two are equal, if it meets that condition, which is greater than 5, but also has to meet the condition that it's less than 10, then it'll print hello world. If it's greater than 11, then it'll print that it's greater than 10. And if it doesn't meet any of those conditions, it'll print no conditions were met. Now we're going to put in variable 2, and we're going to make this an integer input 2. So we're going to copy and paste this. Now this one we're going to make another if statement here, just because I need to show you another way of doing this. So if variable 1 is equal to 2, say, or variable 2 is equal to say, or greater than, let's say, greater than 1000, print one of the conditions was met. Right, so now if we go down to the bottom and we test this again. Alright, so now it will ask us to give us a number for the first input, so we can say let's go 1, so it doesn't meet that. And then for the second one we'll go 3. So no conditions were met because 1 was less than 5 for the first if statement. And then 3 was not greater than 100, and variable 1 was not equal to 2. Now if we run this again and we go, say variable 1 is equal to 2, and variable 2 is equal to 1, then one of the conditions was met, and that was that variable 1 was equal to 2 in the double if statement, the OR one. If blah blah blah, or blah blah blah. Now this also works if we go, say, 10, because that's not, variable 1 is not equal to 2, and then we go, say, 8000. Variable 2 is equal to 8000, which is greater than 1000, and so one of the conditions was met. And variable 1 was between or equal to 5 and 10. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped clear up if statements. Obviously, if you don't understand anything, pun there, then be sure to leave a comment and I'll try and get back to you as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.